In the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Black Knights of Anchorage. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out of the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
12.
Here's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end, Parham. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Palmer going in motion right. Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Go. Hey, Kappa. Baylor tight. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Donald Parham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Hey, ram.
Herbert now. His throw incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And that will be incomplete as well. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
We'll go forward. Hey, ram. Hey, go lion.
They snap it to Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Black Knights 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. You talk about this Jets defense.
They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Again, Herbert. And he is caught. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. From graduate the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
changing things up.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
12. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
On the return is Xavier Gibson. And he returns this to the 22.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's the Jets punter now.
Deep to return is Darius Davis.
Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return,
and they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
go. Hey, Kappa.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Touchdown! Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Palmer going in motion right.
Hey, easy, easy, easy. We'll go orange. Let's go. Set.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
In motion right is Johnston. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rodgers going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. So a heck of a move.
Man.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Let's go, let's go. That's it.
Play action. It's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Rolling to his right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
action. It's Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable here for Davis. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Second and 10.
Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. Looking right sideline, that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Herbert throwing again. Touchdown! Double barrel. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23.
Now it's Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Hey, take 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Inside.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
He's got it, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
This is taken at the 23.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Anchorage first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go. Hey. 12. Go.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He gets it to Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, 31 yards. And the Black Knights have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Anchorage, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.